Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Keeping it up with the late night career mode uploads. If you're up to watch it, then nice, hello. And if I've not uploaded it late at night and it's out tomorrow, then what a pointless intro this turned out to be. But we're back for the career mode, the Celtic career mode. So far, so good. If you have not watched the first two episodes, I do urge you to go back and watch them to keep up with what's been happening. In this episode, I said I was actually going to make a short list of the players that you guys have suggested that I signed, so I will get on to that for after the Liverpool game, but we will play that game first. That's what you're here to see. You're here to see our results. But we are 3 games into the Premier League season, and no complaints. We've won all 3. We have also played all 3 as well, so maybe an indication that this should maybe be the last episode that we play on World Class. And if we manage to, beat Liverpool and then beat Leverkusen, as that'll be the other game we play in the Europa League, then we will probably bump it up to legendary for the next episode. But big games, as I've just said, we've got Liverpool at home to take on, then Brighton away from home, which will could potentially drop points. It's a risky one, but the game we want to play is the Bayer Leverkusen group stage match in the Europa League, and then the next episode, it's a big one. We play Aston Villa. So, anyway, we have got to get on with today's episode. In the last episode, I obviously meant to play this side, if you remember, against Wigan in the Cup, which we went through in, but I forgot to play it. We actually played our best team, so there's still players like Mikey Johnson, Sinclair, Taylor, Brown that are still waiting for game time, but I just, forgot to give them it, so it's my bad, but hopefully we get some more Cup games coming up and some lesser games that we can experiment and give players like Mikey Johnson such a chance, just to be nice. And keep things a little bit fresh and try and get players developed as well. That's probably the most important part. Now, one thing that I've been missing and I've not seen at all is, where are the pre-match press conferences? I've not had any since the first game of the season. I don't know if they just don't like me, the media department. But there's all the players that have been called up for international duty. Bolly Bolingoli's been called up for Belgium. That's how well he's been playing. He has actually been playing really, really well. I enjoy the way he plays in game. I mentioned that at the end of the last episode. And I'll mention it again now because he's been impressing me. And the squad is looking good. The squad morale is high. I don't know how much it tells you if you go into Squad Hub. I mean, there you go. Morale of everybody is looking pretty decent. If we look at the players who aren't doing so well, it's, the players that don't really play. And Cham's a sad one. Siminovic, you want to see them get a bit happy. So we'll try and squeeze more game time in for them. Just because I don't want anybody unhappy here. I want people to come to work with a smile on their face. Don't know why I just said that. Anyway, first game of the episode, we're going to jump right into it. The next episode, we'll be bringing back live commentary and also trying to implement webcam as well. Going to try and get back to the best quality content as possible, and as much content as possible in it. And try and bring these out where I don't have any kind of talky webcam Celtic videos to make, as much as possible. So, next episode, I'm going to try and implement webcam. I'm already making this at, what's the time just now? 11:25. So, I'm not going to put webcam on the now, you won't see me, I'm in the dark. But we're going to make a couple of changes to today's team. We are going to start Rogic again because I thought he actually played really well in the last game. So I'm going to bring Rogic onto the bench and start him over Ryan Christie. Controversial. And the captain's going to get replaced, and then Cham is going to come in and start this game against Liverpool. Risky? Definitely. Will it pay off? I don't know. Rolls, the captain, we're just going to give it to James Forrest. He's the longest serving. And we're ready to go. As I said, potentially the last episode we play with world-class difficulty, maximising our points. Hopefully Liverpool play a decent team. Someone did recommend turning on a second controller so I can change their team, but it's too much for me. I can't do it. Well, we are back at the famous East Point Arena. What a stadium to be at. And Celtic versus Liverpool, as you know, heading into this game as a display to you. Here showing the best bits. Live commentary will be back in the next episode, just when I'm doing it at this time of night. It just helps me a little bit with editing, speeding the process up to do a kind of post-com. There's the table heading into the game. 3rd versus 13th. Very contrasting starts to the season. Anyway, we start off with pace down the right-hand side. Forrest doing really well. His ball in though, bit lacklustre as it heads right into the hands of Adrian, but some nice passing on the right and some good movement. Nice through ball here for Moussa Dembele, who holds it up a little bit back to Forrest, who's very involved in this game. Forrest takes a shot, good save. Dembele, right place, right time, and it's in the back of the net for his second league goal of the season. James Forrest doing a lot of the work on that right hand side to get this move going as he celebrates with Dembele. But Forrest unlucky, should be doing better with his own finish, I believe. You know, he should be troubling the goalkeeper a bit more, maybe putting it in the back of the net, but spills it right to Dembele's feet. And I mean, if Moussa Dembele's going to miss from there, well, I don't know, to be honest. I was going to give quite a crude comparison, but I'll save it. PG viewing and such. Second goal of the season though for Dembele. Once again, not regretting bringing him back to the club. Liverpool then go forward through Keita, who gives the ball over to Firmino. The strongest front three did play, and a good save from Fraser Forster there as Henderson comes the closest yet in the game for Liverpool. Salah, Mane and Firmino, yes, did start, but Van Dijk never. Van Dijk was not in the team for Liverpool, which I did find surprising. Mane down the left hand side for them, penetrates down, no one there to you know, be on him. Then a complete and utter mix up, and it's 1-1. I don't know what, don't even ask. I don't really want to think about what just happened on your screens. Forster and I believe Ayer getting into some sort of mix up as he celebrates with Jurgen Klopp. I mean, what else could I do? I thought the goalkeeper has it handled. Does he fuck? Him and Ayer just can't communicate, and the ball falls to Keita's feet. He makes it 1-0. We've got to re-establish a lead against one of the top teams. Edouard finds himself through 1-on-1 and goal. Fluffs it. Absolutely fluffs it. It was a horrible finish. Then second half, then beckons in the game. We slip up on the right hand side, giving the ball right to Salah in the danger zone. His shot saved though by Fraser Forster. Could have went far worse if it was another day. Ayer then penetrating forward himself as he likes to do, attacking the halfway line, slips it over to El Yunusi on the left hand side, who then cuts back fantastically, goes inside, curls it an inch wide, and wait till you see the highlights. So close to getting his first Celtic goal there, El Yunusi. So close, like, look at that, just whiskers wide. And whizzes by the post. We then go forward once more, trying to establish that lead. El Yunusi once again goes inside, he penetrates hard, finishes with all the power you like, and it is now 2-1 to us. We have the lead again against one of the top teams in the country, and El Yunusi does find the net for his first Celtic goal. Magical stuff from him in this game. I thought he was fantastic to dribble the ball with. He was getting opportunities, he was creating opportunities, and a lovely finish from him there. It was really just strike the ball, put as much power in it as possible and bury it, and that's exactly what he done. It takes a clip off the post and way in, but am I going to complain? I'm a fuck. Liverpool go forward again, trying to spoil the party. East Point Arena, some lovely passing football, but Forster making a huge save, getting down low, very low, to get both hands to it, sending it back. Liverpool trying to penetrate again, passing in and around the box, making life difficult for me to defend. I can't handle the quick passing, but I finally do handle it, and we get it away. We go forward one more time. Dembele and Edouard linking up together. Edouard's through and goal, 1-on-1, takes a wee cutback, takes a shot into the hands of Adriano. But Dembele and Edouard looking good together. El Yunusi on that side again. Griffiths on the park. Lovely wee back heel to El Yunusi once more. Will he go for the second of the game? Oh, another back heel. This time to Christie. Finesse finish into the top right hand corner, and that all but seals the win. 3-1 with only minutes to go on the clock. And I mean, we had some fantastic goals, and Griffiths coming on and playing very well, maybe showing that he deserves more of a chance in the team. But Ryan Christie getting another goal, I believe, in the game. Might have been his first actually, I can't remember. But nonetheless, it's a fantastic finish. The pitch is flying up there, the turf came out, and what a win for us in that game. 3-1. So just spent a large portion of the time shortlisting a decent amount of players that was left in the comments of the second and third episode of the career mode. If you have any more suggestions, please feel free to let me know. And January and next season will be the time to sign. We don't have a lot of money left. The budget is very low. We won't bring anybody in. It's now deadline day. Not going to happen. But these are players that potentially over the next 6 months and a year could come into the team to improve our Premier League, or hopefully Premier League quality side. I mean, right now we've took maximum points. Things will need to be bumped up in the next episode, but these are the players we've shortlisted. First off is the one that there's no doubt about it, I will be signing him. That's John McGinn, and I actually want to sign him just now. We're scouting these players. We're going to try and get a report on their, their overall, their wages and stuff, to get an idea of what we would be getting from them and their potential, so how they would do in the next few years. John McGinn's definitely, you know my opinion of John McGinn, you know I love him. Then got Mason Mount in there, who would be a fantastic signing, probably quite unrealistic, but he's there. Robert Gumney, who we did look at in one of the first episodes as a potential right back option. We've got Max Aarons, who's on loan from Norwich or something, I believe. Maybe, but he's playing permanently for Union Berlin, it looks as though, in this. English, young, good right back. Ryan Fraser, who's moved to Napoli, an absolute shocker of a transfer if you ask me, but he's in the game. He's doing well for himself. Probably, I don't know if he'd swap out Napoli for Celtic, but let's hope he would if we went for him. Angel Gomez in there, another young talent, 19 years of age. An old friend in Patrick Roberts, still not got his face in FIFA despite being in the Premier League now. It's disappointing, isn't it? But potentially good option over on that right hand side. Ezekiel Barco, a favourite in FIFA usually for most career mode players. We've got this guy, never heard of him, Takehiro Tomiyasu from Japan, who was suggested. Get a scout report on him and potentially could see a decent wee player there, a centre back as well. We've got Thomas Suchek, maybe. I don't know how it's pronounced, it could be very wrong, but looks as though he's got strength, he's got stamina. Slavia Prague, so potentially a good option there, a CDM. Sandro Tonali, an FM favourite of mine, ended up making him like the best centre mid in the world. So Victor Wanyama, what has to be said, we know who he is, we know what he's about. Christian Fuchtel from Bayern Munich, a young goalkeeper who could potentially be the one to take over from Forster. We've then got Ryan Brewster, young striker from Liverpool, another 19-year-old in there who's, I mean, look at that, the speed and that means the most to him. And then finally, a failed Celtic signing, was meant to come to Celtic, but David Turnbull is the last option. So we'll get the scout reports on them. Do you fancy any of them, lads? Let me know in the comments. Not quite actually, not actually fancy them, you know. I mean, John McGinn, I fancy him, but, you know, we just want to see if you like this for of anyone coming to play for this in the career mode. Let's see how teams spent then quickly before we get off deadline day. Arsenal only spending 25 million, Villa 14. Brighton making some big signings of Batshuayi. I don't know if that's Ryan Kent, but it's Kent nonetheless. And Philip Max as well. We spent 32 million, 49 for Chelsea. We have a transfer ban, but still 30 million for Crystal Palace. Two very good signings for only 30 million. Klosterman and Jonas Hector. Great signings. Everton signing Upamecano. That's huge. He was actually suggested for me. 69 million spent by Brendan Rodgers. Leicester Hulk coming in as one of them. 107 million for Liverpool, bringing in Piszczek, Cardi, Paulista and Khedira. Man City 217 million, including the signing of Marco Reus. Huge. Man United only making two signings. I don't know what Davies is. Don't know if it's Tom Davies. He came in. Newcastle spending 40 million and Declan Rice being one of them. Rangers spending £12 million to improve their side. None of the names I recognise. Could be any silver. Sheffield spending 16 million. Southampton 21 million. Alec Cresswell and Gunther being one of a couple of the players. Tottenham spending 55 million. Chilwell coming in their main signing. Watford spending 40 million just about. Ryan Bertrand, Matthias Ginter. West Ham, Mario Gaspar, Olivier Vieira, and Wolves finally. Lindelof, that is madness. United got rid of Lindelof. Stupidity, if you ask me. I said that so weirdly there. But you know what? I'm happy with the team that I've got to take us forward into the Premier League season. As you see, it's only 6 million in the budget. Calvin Miller has officially left the club on loan, but it's time to start our Europa League campaign. I'm just going to sim past deadline day because it's an utter pain in the arse having to sit and wait. Oh no, it's not time because we have a game against Brighton to sim, of course. Forgot all about that. 3 emails after deadline day. The Celtic board congratulate me, just saying we reached our shirt sales target. That's nice. Found all I could in France apparently. Don't know if that was very many. We'll have to have a look at his scout report, and deadline day has ended. His scout report, let's see who he did bring back from France. Probably nothing great, but we'll have a look. Nothing from France by the looks of things. Midfielders, Jacob Larson, Adam Armstrong. That's the only players we found? Or is that just I don't know if that's just the wingers. Weston McKinney, Tudor Baluta. It's no one from France. Done a great job over there, pal. Thank you very much. We'll probably need to edit what the scouts are looking for as international breaks go through. Liverpool want to sign Mikey Johnson. Now, I don't mean to sadden you for a big move, but no, not going. And James Forrest wanted by Torino. Not happening either. Right, let's get to the Brighton game because I've got a bad habit of making these career episodes awful long, and it's now midnight, and I've not even finished recording, never mind editing. So let's go. Right, take me sim. We're away from home, and it's more than likely going to be the game with drop points, which is sad. And I know you'll be saying, Ryan, that was stupid then, don't sim it or whatever. But no, and we need to sim it. We need to get as much through the career as possible. Rangers still having a top start. They're undefeated just like us. But us and Brendan Rodgers Leicester are the teams topping the table right now with 4 wins. Now, I was going to play this team, but it'd be stupid. I'd be basically asking to throw away points. We're just going to throw out the strongest team, and then we'll make adjustments maybe in Europe But I need to play the strongest team heading away from home in the Premier League. Brighton, not a side to mess with. They can do damage if we allow them to. So here we go. We win. 5 wins from 5, lads. Dembele and El Yunusi getting the 2 goals. And I can't complain. And we have taken 15 out of 15 points to start off our league season. That is unbelievable. And now we can head into the Europa League group stage. And you know what? Maybe we can give somebody like Michael Johnson a chance. I keep calling him Michael because he's called Michael in FIFA. It's fucking Mikey. Maybe we can give him a chance. And I think I will. But massive. And now the background has changed. As you can see, it's time for some European football. We have so many emails. I need to try and power through them. Conference, a pre-match press conference for a change, and it's the first time we will do one for some European football. As you can see, the sponsors are there, keeping it pretty realistic. And what this is our first big game in Europe, and let's make sure we keep the team happy with this press conference. Start of the campaign, can we start with a win? We need to stay focused. That's pretty much the best route to go down, isn't it? Given your performance during the previous match and the fact that you will face Leverkusen next, who are considered to be better than the players and coaches imagine the things to use. I don't know, but I don't even know. How are you managing fatigue? Oh, that's a question. The boys gave it their all. I think that's pretty much fair to say. And now the window's closed. Are you happy with the strength of your squad? We have all the backup we need. We have built a winning team. We're good all over the pitch. I'll just go with that. And the team morale is very happy. It's nice to just play it safe, you know. No need to say anything stupid or anything risky. Just keep it simple. And that would be my aim as a manager. Maybe throw in the old bit of karaoke. But aye, it's time. Europa League match. It's at Celtic Park, sadly. I was hoping we were going to get a wee change of venue. Or should I say East Point Arena. But Leverkusen obviously have some very talented players. Kai Havertz is in there, who's the man that will probably cause the most damage. But do you know what? It's happening. Mikey Johnson is going to come in and he's going to start in the middle of the park. Apart from that, I'm going to start Brown because it's a European tie. Yes, I'm going to start Brown. Risky maybe? I don't know, but here we go. Last game in world class as well, may I add. The same mistake, and after editing this was plus 20 minutes long, so it's goals only for the second game, and the first goal comes through. Fantastic work, a great pass, it splits the whole defence, and Edouard gets on the end of it, scoring a big goal in Europe. Edouard, known for scoring his big goals, adds another one to his tally, and it's a great finish. The finessing, might need to calm it down a little bit, we're using that a little bit too much, but if you can get a goal, look at that, what a pass through the middle. And no highlights in the first half, to be honest. Leverkusen were all over me. First half was disgusting, and it took us a long time to finally break them down and get a decent attack like that. And when we did, we took the chance, and Edouard made sure to bury it. So we took the lead in the 50th minute. Edouard there using once again his skill to show what he can do. Johnson's through one-on-one. Surely he can't miss. Surely he's got to score. No, he passes it to James Forrest, and he does the work to score the goal. James Forrest giving it a 2-0. I actually thought, fuck that. I didn't mean to pass it to Forrest. I meant to pass to Dembele. And it ended up going all the way over to Forrest. And I thought, oh well, the keeper's going to get across in time to save this. But no, Forrest puts it in the back of the net. A fantastic run from Johnson, who I did actually think was quite good in this game, although he missed an absolute sitter, like a howler. It was unbelievable he missed the shot he missed. But no matter what, he got an assist. It doesn't matter, he got an assist. And I mean, here we go again. Edouard, we broke, like, once we found out how to get past that back four the way we were unstoppable, but that shot went wide. I thought I'd add that to confuse you, thinking they were going to score a third. Edouard with another little through ball. It was really breaking them down. Dembele, this was straight after the miss, and there we go. It was 3-0 Celtic, and Moussa Dembele had to get in on the act, didn't he? Assisted by his French buddy Edouard. He made it 3-0. We were flying high with confidence in this game. Difficulty does have to go up, but Leverkusen did want to spoil the party just a little bit, and they finally did get some retribution and get something on the goal sheet. You know what, it was scrappy again. We're conceding scrappy goals and we need to cut it out, but do you know what, at the end of the day, first Europa League game to win 3-1, I cannot complain with that. And Ayer really has been at the heart of some poor goals, to be honest, but oh well, what a game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. An easy win against Leverkusen. We really need to up the thing in the next game. Things are getting far too easy. I never realised I would catch on to FIFA this easily. I'm still pants. But anyway, we're going to end off the episode with simulating this game against Bournemouth, in which we will actually play our weaker side, hopefully. And aye, then always good that we can end the episode and we can get in to the next one. The Carabao Cup, as I said, not too bothered about it, but hopefully we still go through. We win on penalties, can't complain. Edouard is the man who gets the goal, continuing his great form, and we just scraped through, but it's all we needed to get through to the next round of the League Cup. And you know what time it is in the next game, Derby time. So, aye, so like and subscribe if you've enjoyed. I'm lost. It's so late. It's fucking 20 past midnight. Right, see you all after.